Aquarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for the month of April. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, peer into the hidden truth for the month ahead, and get some important advice from Spirit all along the way. Let's get started. I want to get into some self-care tips initially here for the collective, for each sign, because we are going through quite a bit in the month of April. Astrologically speaking, I'm sure you're well aware of what's going on. I'm not going to repeat myself around that because that's what our astrologer friends are for. But I wanted to give you some support in the self-care realm with this deck. And then we'll go into the tarot. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this space with me today. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Aquarius. All right. Let's see, Aquarius. Hope you're all doing well. Yes. Okay, let's see what these say. They've got some great quotes to start. There comes a point when we have to say, I'm here to love my life and to figure out who I am, not who you think I should be. Ooh. Sharon Pearson, set your intention for the month, okay, for each day. What can you do to be your authentic self? Good question to ask. Every day this month, what can you do to be your authentic self, Aquarius? Beautiful, beautifully said. Keep good company, read good books, love good things, and cultivate soul and body as faithfully as you can. Louisa May Alcott. Take 10 minutes out of your day to read. Reading, so important. I love reading. I'm one of those people who have a lot of books, though, and it's like, could be reading 5 different books at a time, different chapters. Yeah, and some people, it's cover to cover, and then they move to the next one. We all have our different reading styles, but enjoy taking in new information and learning this month. All right. Let's jump right in. I'm using my own personal deck for this month, so I feel like it would help. This is a very beautiful deck by Jillian C. Wilde called The Familiar's Way. You feel free to get this deck. I'm not affiliated with her at all, but I love it. It is just got a beautiful energy, and I hope you enjoy it. What are the current energies for Aquarius? And we're going to use her companion Oracle deck at the end. Just in case you're curious about what deck this is. Woo! Okay, we're going to just put the legs on the top. That base one to come in, 7 of Cups. As you can see, she has got her back turned. I'm sorry, not her back turned. She's got her head down. And she's thinking about how each of these different choices are making her feel. You could have quite a bit you're dealing with, Aquarius, emotionally. And you could even be getting some assistance around going into a situation, being uncertain. I'm getting this strong vibe that, you know, your intuition is going to be really, really crucial this month. And the feelings that are coming up around that. Honoring them. Ooh, justice is crossing it. So you're reaching some point of clarity this month and making decisions from that place. You know, despite the things we see and feel and know, right? Our own truth, it still leaves you feeling a certain way. So let's go deeper into this. This is interesting. 5 of Somatics, which is the 5 of Pentacles, okay? The challenge is perhaps dealing with some sort of change. A feeling of maybe being upset about something. You are processing. It's a challenge. Definitely some stuff coming up, but it's as though you might come to some sort of truth this month, and it's going to hit you a certain way. Let's see, in the recent past, ooh, the Hierophant. You may have had someone in your life who really helped direct you. You took counsel, you sought counsel in them, or you could be seeking your own inner counsel with your guides in the past. And what did you learn from being committed to whatever was coming up for you? There was some sort of commitment, maybe even an actual physical commitment. But this is our own commitments in life, and what are you committed to? A lot of it does speak on figuring out who you are and to love your life and not really worry about what others think you should be, Aquarius. Opportunity to drop the burden. It's the end of a burden here. You've been going through quite a bit of releasing here. So your opportunity for the rest of this month, no matter when you come into this reading, is to release what needs to be released. You're coming to certain truths here. There is a burden being dropped. You are at the end of a long journey where you've had to shoulder and weather and carry a lot on your back, but it's time to let go. Near future, 8 of Pentacles. This could have a lot to do with you reaching certain financial goals, okay? Being committed to them, knowing that, your perseverance is going to, I just heard outlast everyone, whatever that is. That's interesting I said that. The overall energy for the reading in the month is the 9 of Thoughts, okay? You could be trapped in a certain state of thinking that is repeating. It doesn't feel like a permanent state. None of our states are permanent, but this is something where it's that monkey mind, like maybe some worries and concerns are coming up and they need to be addressed. So we'll take a look at that in a moment about why that's there. And then we have, the nice thing about this, the hidden truth, is you're moving quickly through maybe what some would think is a difficult period of transition, of change, of making certain choices and coming to certain realizations, Aquarius. And let's see why it's there. You could have some stuff come up around something you're really devoted to, whether it's in your career or in a connection. But it's almost like whatever you are discovering this month, it's something that, you're getting some sort of news or answers that you may need to walk away from something. Let's see. One more shuffle here. What is this? Yeah, there's definitely a soul connection where something's a bit off. Let's get to the bottom of this, Aquarius. What's off in this soul connection? You may be waiting on an opportunity and you've been in a period of withdrawal. Let's see. You could be worried about a past situation that you're trying to release. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Being stuck in a state of fear, anxiety, worry. Yeah, you're definitely feeling very defensive. This could be with you trying to create and manifest your dreams from a monetary perspective, taking a stand. You could be walking away from some differences that you have with people that you're working with. It's like you're trying to see the greater good and make decisions. Whatever it is that you're working on, you're almost bringing in a mentality of, this is my dream. I'm working my ass off. I'm constantly having to defend my right to do what I'm doing out in the world. If you're in a very, very high productivity type of work mentality, this is job stress. This is work stress, but you're in it because you have a greater goal. Sometimes we go after our wish fulfillment, not realizing that we've signed up to take on quite a bit of responsibility and a high level of demand, right, on us in our mental sphere, trying to produce what we have to produce out in the world. And I'm getting that, Aquarius, that you have quite a bit of demand placed on you to do the work you're doing. And sometimes you may be defensive around that with your people in your personal life. So you almost feel like you have to justify your feelings. And if like work is highly distracting you, or that's something that you have to put in the front of your mind a lot and it ruffles feathers, I think that's, or even people at work, you're upset with people at work around not doing the work. You do have fulfillment, but you're trying to maintain a certain level of satisfaction in your work and you're stressed though about something. Yeah, you're trying to come into more of a state of balance, tempering the energy. You're working very hard, Aquarius. It's something here. But you're saying it's okay because I'm trying to reach a goal. It's my dream. Okay, yeah. In the past, you had a new beginning. We have the Chariot, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. So that's that I'm going to persevere. I want to get, like you're showing me that you have desires around reaching a certain level of financial success in your own right, Aquarius. And that is a noble and worthy cause. But it hasn't come without hits for some reason. You stepped into a brand new beginning where you were willing to take a look at what you needed in your own stability, making those wise decisions. You really have stuck to you and your own beliefs. No matter how hard it gets or how tired you get, you have this really beautiful energy around generating more emotional independence, more financial independence, appreciating the finer things in life. And I don't think you're even making excuses for that. You're just saying, hey, it's hard to be where I'm at. I put the work in. I work my ass off for this. And I'm not going to make any apologies. You know, as far as like, there's nothing wrong with going after what you want. I love this. You were very determined to accomplish things in this world, Aquarius. You had a new beginning here, but it took a lot. It took a lot of courage and faith in yourself. Okay, now with the Ten of Wands and your opportunity for the month, again, we have the Hierophant. You could be dealing with some Taurus energy here because we have the Hierophant in the past and the Hierophant coming in. There's something you're not trusting about a connection that you're in. It could be a friend of yours with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. It's like some sort of deception is afoot here. It could be in your friend circle. It could be someone that you're actually in a commitment with, and the road has gotten hard. There's been fears that have come up. There's been some controversies coming up. It's something that you need to address with someone. I'm getting that because we're going from the 9 to the 10, okay? From the past to the present. And whether... It's like I feel like you can't trust someone in your circle. And it's stressing you. It could be someone that you're working with that you put a lot of trust and faith in. And I think you're kind of being a bit strategic about how to handle this and how to actually step away from it. You're pulling your energy back here, Aquarius. I think this is more of a fact-finding with the Justice here. It's like you're trying to get to the truth and heal. It's the Five of Pentacles here. Whoa, that one come out. Again, the Seven of Cups. You're making a crucial decision. You've manifested more. It's almost as though you're showing me that you've manifested all these amazing opportunities, but you've got to walk away from something in order to take them. It feels like something has to be sacrificed. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. You're having to sacrifice some part of yourself for something you're trying to create. I don't know if it's you feeling overburdened by everything that's on you, and now you're realizing there are people that don't have your back, whether it's in your work or in your home, and it's disappointing. I feel like there's something hitting up against your sense of justice here, and it's disappointing you. And this month, you're going to need to release what you're feeling, okay? Something's hitting up against your moral code, and someone wronging you or not knowing how to handle this person or this situation, because you're going to have some choices. You've manifested multiple options here. One of them, you're going to have to walk away and potentially leave someone. It's like you're stressed about having to show boundaries to somebody that are rightfully justifiable. It doesn't, just because you put up healthy boundaries against a person doesn't mean it isn't hard, okay? But someone crosses your sense of, either you question their character, they do something actually distrustworthy. There could even be an opportunity where there's been interferences in a connection if you were married. Because we have two Hierophants here where you had a new beginning in the past with someone. There was a lot of wounding going on in this connection and you felt pretty on your own anyway. You've been really working hard on coming out of a state of stress and anxiety in this connection, if this has to do with a marriage. Manifesting multiple options on how to deal with the issues at hand, okay? Of rebuilding the trust. It's like you want karmic justice around something because someone's making you feel a certain way. You're taking a stand for yourself regardless, and I think you're concerned about this being a lost cause or a waste of time, when nothing is a waste of time because you're learning from it. But I think that you're finding out something this month that is going to make you pull your energy back enough to consider your next move carefully. Okay? What is that next move? This careful move. This is around your long-term happiness. Happiness is here. It's like this feels like some sort of hiccup. Maybe, and this is happening during this period where we're going to be challenged with maybe some misunderstandings. It's not the meat of the heart of the matter sometimes when issues come up, which, yes, if someone's like being distrustful and they're doing sneaky things, that's one thing. But more often than not, it's just the way two people are responding to a problem. And if you can, do your very best to honor the way you're feeling, by putting up these, feels like you're putting up healthy boundaries around a situation, and you're trying to deal with the emotion of it. Because we have 2 7 of Cups here, which it can be the feeling of being disillusioned by something. And you're manifesting your way out of that disillusionment, trying to take a stand for the truth. And I do believe you're going to get the truth. That's what's crossing this feeling that you're carrying of confusion and worry and doubt. So I feel as though Spirit is saying, persevere through this hardship. You're going through, or you have been enduring some difficulty in a connection here. And the clearer you can get in you and navigating and processing the feelings that you're experiencing, the easier it will be. This is definitely about a commitment now that I'm seeing this, because we're getting a lot of repeating cards around a connection, okay? That at the end of the day, you can sit and you can stress about it like it's too hard to reach this place of feeling fulfilled here. This is my wish, but I never wished for it to be this hard. This is all, how much work is too hard? How much, when do you know whether it's time to cut your losses and like move on? Or am I putting up with too much? In other words, kind of questioning that you're having this month. Only you know the answer to that. If you're both doing the work and you're both taking a stand and you're recognizing ways that you get defensive and they get defensive, and you're working through the stress and you're being honest about it, the best relationships can confront things in a healthy, safe way. But if you find that you're either withholding and repressing parts of yourself, you're not being authentically true to you, then that's going to create issues down the road, okay? You're definitely trying to work on stabilizing a connection, because things are going to come up. Things have come up, they're coming up. And I'm only chuckling because, this is life. It's how two people deal with it is the reflection of the connection and how healthy it is. So how are you responding to it, and how are they responding to it? You might be saying, you know what, I'm out. This is hitting red flags for me, I'm out. Let's see. Let's see what you do here in the near future, because you're showing me that you are willing to, you're still putting in the work. We have 8 of Pentacles in the general energy, and we have 8 of Pentacles in the future, where you're really, either you're putting in so much work and it's distracting you from some other personal matters, or you're working so hard on a connection, wanting change. There's been a recent fallout, or will be some sort of disagreement, discord. Yeah, this is about a connection, because there's a 2 of Cups here. This month, I think that you're going to have some communication, and blocked communication, where you're going to be thinking a lot about how it's making you feel. And this is the thing too, people are going to have their triggers this month, okay? And all I've learned in my years, especially when it comes to navigating romantic love, or anyone in your soul group that you really deeply care about, if you really cherish this connection and they do you, then you will find a way not to overthink this, to remove whatever blocks are there. But you could be saying, you know what, this is too much work for me. I don't really know how to handle it. And that's okay too. You can say, this is making me feel a certain way and I don't know. And that's okay. You don't have to know. Something about, is it the right company? Does it make you feel good about yourself at the end of the day? Does this person seem healthy for you? I think you're trying to overcome blocks that are showing up in a connection, and trying not to let the blocks affect your thinking to where you almost give up. Okay? I'm not getting this vibe that you're going to give up. It's just it's not easy, You can overstress and overthink and get a lot of anxiety about how hard things might feel. But that's the thing, we can unburden ourselves from our own doubts and worries every day by reading, by meditating, by getting out in nature. So try to counteract any heaviness that you're moving through, because you're going to have emotions spiking with someone's actions or inactions or things that make you go, you know? What is this that you're moving through with the Chariot? I do believe you're going to get some important answers if you've been confused about a connection and how to move through it, how to move through the red flags, whether this is a long-term connection or not. There's something that's coming up over it that is making it heavier and hard. And I think you're manifesting your way through it this month, and you're not going to get stuck there. Okay? If you feel like you've been stuck, you are not going to stay stuck. Okay? The hidden truth is you have the willpower to keep moving forward, and you're going to do that. Yeah, you do. You're not trapped. Okay? You might feel like there's just a lot of restrictions and obstacles. I think you're still putting in energy of trying to learn from this and move forward. In fact, there's something that's going to free you up, okay? You're going to charge forward with more answers on how to deal with the situation, but you do not want to stay here. The hidden truth is there's a potential for you to repress parts of yourself, or to continue to repress parts of yourself, Aquarius, in this connection. When Spirit is saying you've manifested different options here, different ways out, different avenues, different ways of responding. You may be going through issues with someone where this is not the first time you've encountered trouble together. And Spirit is saying that what have you learned in the past with the things that you've encountered with this person? And honestly, the best type of conflict resolution with anyone in our lives, romantic or not, is, can you be honest about what you're feeling? And can they hear you and validate you? And can you find some sort of common ground? Can both of you have your feelings heard and your perspectives honored? And then you find some sort of middle way where you both feel hopeful and positive, okay? There's a lot of lesson learning here that I'm seeing in the near future. But if you repress parts of yourself and you ignore the things that you're feeling as a result of someone's actions, words, things that they've done or not done, you have a choice whether you're going to shut down completely. I think you're working very hard to stay open and resolve what needs to be resolved differently than you have in the past, Aquarius. Let's get some what you don't see coming information here for you, because I do believe it's going to be very helpful, and also some advice. I'm telling you, you're going to have some ups and downs in a connection that's very important to you. And I'm asking you, and so is Spirit, to stay open to the different possibilities for healing and understanding. And at the end of the day, if you're at a total loss, you have every right to move forward and free yourself from something that's gotten very hard and heavy for you, where you've been a bit wounded, okay? I think you've got the potential to remove any kind of illusion here and open up. I think you're like worried, like, is this an illusion? Like, what's real? What's true? Because you're trying to get to the truth in a very difficult situation that you're having a hard time seeing clearly. Let's see what you don't see coming. You have the Five of Pentacles, this feeling of potential loss here. Yeah, there's what you don't see coming is you might have someone who's a very intense energy in your life, the Knight of Wands, and you're trying to put up healthy boundaries. And if out of that, you're met with someone who can't soften and be empathetic and sincere and validate. It's almost as though if you're dealing with someone that's making good excuses, convenient excuses, and they're not taking responsibility for their actions, I think that's going to be very telling for you this month. This could be a friend, it could be a family member, it's someone close to you. And I think you're feeling a high level of disappointment and fear of loss around worrying that if you put up boundaries that it's going to end something. But honestly, if you put up healthy boundaries and their pushback is so severe that you know it's unhealthy, there's your answer. The best people to have on your side, in your corner, in your life, are the people who you can be honest with. Not in a mean-spirited way, but you can literally be honest with them and say, you know what, this has brought up an issue for me. I'm thinking and feeling something here. You know, whether it's true or not, it's what's coming up for me. Honor the things you're feeling. Express them. And if it's met with a lot of excuses and someone not taking responsibility, then that could be what you're dealing with here, of someone who's not willing to show up in a mature way for you. Telling you, there is an opportunity for things to move forward in a new passionate direction, but if you can't put up healthy boundaries, then you're going to allow someone to take advantage of you. So that's the test, right, of any connection in our lives. Do you feel safe being honest and putting up healthy boundaries for you? Not out of fear, out of self-protection and honoring self. It's completely different. What's the advice from Spirit? Yeah, this is about you nurturing you, your self-care, your self-value, your self-worth, Aquarius. And there are certain people in our lives that, we might be surprised by their actions. I think you're navigating something surprising this month around a connection, or maybe you've been navigating something and it's gotten hard. You want some release from it. And I think that's what's happening. You're manifesting your way to a place of more freedom. That it doesn't come without hard decisions. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. This could be some hiccups in a connection that you need to move slowly through. Your advice is to take your time investing in a love bond and allowing them to prove to you, right, if they can bring you all the things that you're looking for, okay, in the future with what you want, need, and deserve. So I would be very careful about aligning with anyone where you've had some flags come up in the connection on the road to commitment, whether you're committed or not. Be more committed to your own truth, right, and your own needs here. And I do believe that you will be getting a softening, an apology, an opportunity to open up into a new chapter with someone. But you got to take things slowly in order to work out the issues that created what's going on. The donkey's at the bottom, and the donkey was in the Ten of Wands. This is the Familiar's Way Oracle message. We're going to pull an animal guide, Spirit, for you for the rest of the month to assist you with this situation. I think you're going to work hard on course correcting with somebody, but you got to stand up for your needs, your values, your morals. Speak your mind. Do it with love. See how the chips fall. You got to be honest, okay? Ooh, Bumblebee. Wonder what this is about. Bumblebee. Let's see what this has to say. The Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Okay, harmonious teamwork and collaboration. In a team environment, focus on your goals and be generous with your time and skills. Each member of the group can benefit from one another. The Bumblebee teaches that every team member has an important role to play, and it is through collaboration and coordination that shared objectives are achieved. Each member contributes to the bigger picture, propelling the team toward success. Bees operate with remarkable efficiency and coordination, directing their efforts toward achieving their collective objectives. Likewise, if you seek to collaborate or form a team to assist in achieving your objectives and aspirations, look to the Bumblebee for guidance. Utilize its assistance to connect with individuals who are a suitable match. The bee reminds you to be diligent and curious about the skills and experiences others can offer. Stay open-minded while remaining true to your vision. Bee emphasizes the importance of working with like-minded people who share your goals and values. By doing so, you increase the chances of success and find greater fulfillment in your endeavors. Yeah, this is about harmonious teamwork, and I feel like some of you, it is about a work situation, because there's a lot of what if I picked the wrong people? What if I'm not collaborating with the people where I can actually bring this vision to life? There could be two things true for some of you, where you're actually dealing with stuff at work and at home, where you're like, all right, do I have the right people around me? I think you're investing in, especially when it comes to this love situation hiccup or whatever it is around this teamwork environment. This is around really making sure you're aligned with the right people. I love this message because it really does coincide with what I was trying to gather in this spread about you're enduring a lot. You're having to really take a stand for yourself this month around your vision and the work required and your values around the team around you that can support that. So be careful about who you have around you, Aquarius, and be ever so mindful of collaborating with people who are at the energetic frequency of the future vision you have and not compromising on that. You know what I mean? You have every right to have what you want and need in your work life and in your home life, okay? So take a stand for that, and you're going to be navigating it slowly but surely, and you're going to be moving forward. But if you start taking it up into this place of, oh, you got to solve it all today, you're not gonna. Spirit is saying, really, like, this is going to be a slow process of investing mindfully in connections that have your back, that can really soften and support you and really maintain that similar view and that similar vision. Okay. I hope this message helped, Aquarius. Take care.